All right, and thank you very much for joining in, and it's a very big pleasure for all of you we've been having for the last few hours, and let's try to wrap this up. If you have to look at the situation that is happening in Uganda, which has actually been brought by COVID, I think that there has always been a chance for new developments coming in. Even if we are in war and war has erupted in a country, there is always someone who's going to benefit out of it. Either the one who is actually manufacturing these weapons, the one who is actually going to be giving out the first aid, or the one who is going to be catering, who is actually going to be on behalf of the medical supplies and facilities. So all that come up and convened all can actually be brought about by the effect of something like a pandemic, let's say something like a war. And now look at this. In 2019, rather in 2020, when we're heading into COVID, the lockdown and stuff like that, most of the business people out there were scared, and most of them were actually in a situation of wondering where they can actually stay active in business, because you've been working and used to seeing customers day in, day out coming at your place of work. But this time around, there is travel restrictions, there is no physical movement anymore. People are home, seated. This has been the same scenario for the 18 months back. And most of the businesses have collapsed. So let's look at the situation here. Well, where is our main topic going to be? We are looking at the impact of the app, or the apps that are being introduced in Uganda. Every other day we are seeing app developers coming up with the apps. But where do we see this going to help the economy? Is it going to benefit our economy? And are we going to gain from it? Because look at the situation where you have different platforms where you can promote your business. You can actually tap into these same platforms to see which customers are you having and who is going to support your business. Where is the money coming through? We are looking at a situation of driving the cashless evolution. And the cashless evolution goes with the e-commerce sector, tapping into the digital spaces and knowing that this is what we are supposed to do as Ugandans. This is what we're supposed to do as business owners. This is what we're supposed to do as people who run the businesses. And in that way, let's get into our topic. For the last 18 months, app developers have actually been coming up with new ideas to see that Ugandans stay active in business. So we're looking at the impact of app development in Uganda for the last few months, because we are seeing a number of apps coming up, a number of Ugandans engaging in social media, a number of Ugandans engaging in, coming up with websites. Websites are becoming the new normal. Businesses tapping into the sector. And I'm saying everything is coming up in a way that is, if you're to say, in a jibba-jabba form. Katugambe. Ne wotunulira bannayuganda edda abaali batundanga engoye nti omuntu ng'omanyidde musanga mu akeedi otambule ne bagamba gendako ku nnana ojja sangayo engatte ennungi. Kati n'ogenda oba tugenda e Nabugabo waliwo engatto waliwo engoye ku bbeeyi layisi. Naye ennaku zino omuvubuka akwata essimu ye bw'ati ku WhatsApp n'ateekako products 3, n'ateekako engatto, n'ateekako essuuti, n'ateekako ne jean. N'agamba available, naye ng'atudde waka. Nga ye kennyini si yennyini dduuka. Kati ng'atudde waka, kati gwe ayagala olugoye luno otunulidde WhatsApp ye n'ogamba kakati ssebo nfuna ntya engoye zino. Ye ng'akubuulira ekyokukola, gamba olugoye lwa mitwalo 15. Newankubadde olugoye luyinza oba lwa mitwalo 12, ye n'agamba 15. Then n'obagaininga muko n'agamba 14. Kati nga ye kyamanyi at least ku lugoye ajja kulyako emitwalo 2-3. Then wamala kugambe, but you will pay delivery. Oba sobola n'okugamba you can come and find it here. Then ye kyakola agenda olugoye n'alugjayo n'aggyayo size yo n'akola byonna. But using that is more of a a development yo eyinza obba terinamu about apps. This is more of an online business. Now the app business is where someone uses the app. Kuba kati one of the apps that we've actually been looking up to here. Waliwo eno app bajita My Like app. My Like app ngeno ogeno jitunulira nti it is just like you using Facebook, but this time around opening Facebook, it is all about business. The apps here, if you to look at apps like Chikubo, all these apps was tunulira nti zigenda okujja ogena sanga specifically products. You can even find there someone who's going to deliver that product for you. So nyini business agenda ku app developer bano na take your products there. Over you are logging into, because it's just like an app you log into, you put the details of your business in that anyone who comes out na manyanti okay, so Sonko is dealing in tents, in camping tents. So if at all I want to go for a trip, I can contact Joram and he gets me these tents. If at all I'm going for a long journey and I need some camping tents, I can get this tent at maybe 20,000 a day. I can rent it from Joram for 20,000 a day. Sweet, and I'm good to go. So this is the same situation where we are looking at ideas, developing ourselves in a situation buli dakiika omunayuganda yenna alina okusooka n'amanya nti okay, mu ngeri okusigala, engeri gyensobola osigalamu nga ndi active mu business kwe kukozesa app zino, kuba abannayuganda basinga kati bakozesa social media. Ate social media kiba kitegeeza buli app eriyo, abantu abasinga kati bagenda bamanya app eno ekola ki. So buli wogenda n'otegeera nti app eno yekola bino na bino, app eno wengikozesa nsobola okutuukako kino na kino. Waliwo abantu abamu nga waliwo app nga ye amanya nti kweno app ngenda ba nteekako ngoye, eno app ngenda ba nteekako ngatto. So the development of apps, that is still coming, and we do expect that maybe in the next 10 to 20 years apps are going to be developed, because a number of app developers are in the country today. Reason being, the level of technology at which the country is not the same level we were at back in the time. Because now everywhere you go, innovations are coming up, so everyone has to be active with the way you're running your life. Nti omanya nti business eno yetaaga ekintu kino na kino. Naye bwe baba nga abaana abasinga bavubuka abasinga bakozesa app, nze nganze Munnayuganda nkoze ntya okulaba nga nsigala ndi active. So that is why the app developers are coming up with this, and they're actually saying if you have an app in Uganda, if you're using applications like let's say any social media application, it is going to help you support Uganda, support the growth of Uganda's economy, because we are looking at the idea of promoting buy Uganda, build Uganda. Naye toyina ngeri gy'osobola promotinga mu kintu kya Uganda nga ate tokozesezza platform ya Uganda okipromotinga. So what is the impact of the online these online apps or the apps? If you look at the situation, app zino zisavinga ebintu bingi. Ekisookera ddala, just like online business, let us look at the transport fares. Omuntu yenna wabanga wali wamanyiira okugula ebintu mu kibuga nga gwomanyi ogenda ensangi, ogenda va ekansanga, kitintale, ogenda kuva Nankulabye, Kiwaatule, n'alya olinye taxi odduke mu Kampala downtown ogule ebintu. Essaawa zino bw'otunuulira business engeri gy'operatingamu, nti ne w'oba obeera ntinda ng'omuntu kyatunda kiri ntebe okifuna n'okibagainingira na ku ssimu nti products ate bino ebitu. The good thing about this is it is no longer having a lot of scam. People who actually used to destroy the field bavaawo nti essaawa zino omuntu agenda okuteerako product nti nga bw'agitadde ku ssimu akikukubira nga bwe kiri mu dduuka lye n'akikubira ng'omanya nti woogenda okisanga. Ekikulaga nti ebintu bigenda bi-evolving, nti every other day buli we tweyongera okuba nga twegeejinga mu activities ez'enjawulo, omuntu ojja kwekanga nga yes, evolving comes with a lot. naye kiba kyetaaga nti buli muntu alina mindset yo eri technology egamba etya nti abannayuganda abasingira ddala bali mu business abamu ku mmwe mulina view yammwe eri online platforms zino nga mulowooza nti bakozesa nnyo fraud oba ebiseera ebisinga abantu abadilingira mu kubbira ku mitimbagano gye basinga okukozesa olw'ensonga nti abantu batono nnyo abasobola ogikozesa naye wogenda ennyo n'onoonyereza n'oteekayo interest ojja laba nti it is becoming effective for everyone. There are some people who have been driving their business online even before COVID came in. Ate kati bo kibayambye nnyo nti bafunyeemu na nnyo nga COVID yazze olw'ensonga nti bali abalala babadde balina opanikinga okudda mu online. But I guess in the next 5 years 50% of our businesses are going to be online. Nti at least everyone is going to have somewhere where advertising their business online platform. Because this one is more cheaper compared to a situation where oyina edduuka lyo teryakumanyi nti ne ku TV totekayo kalango ne ku radio tolanga kagabe mawulire tolanga kati oba osuubira abantu bagenda kumanya batya nti oyinza okuddawo n'ogamba naye abayo abantu tebamanyi kale newe ba WhatsApp yo kennyini nga business yo toyagala najjo ogerako ekisinga okutta business wetunuulira nti abantu kwetya. It is your business, but you even fear to talk about it. Nobeeraawo nga kwegamba oyinabo okutya. That is why the app developers are always coming up with such apps until at least you put your products there. Oyinza obutateekayo waawo okolera, oyinza obba otya abantu okumanya wookerera mpozi obubbi, but you can at least put something like oteekawo ka app oba oteekawo ka direction n'ogamba nti you know what, let's do this. Let me put my products. If I'm selling my phones, can take out phone case or phone covers, and you put them around there. No take out to gambe ka cover. No take out to gambe cover your iPhone. No garment. At least ntundas no cover. I'm dealing in chargers. I'm dealing in AirPods and things like that. Ojakwe kangamba tubagenda ne bagamba okay, so ona dealing with electronics, and it's quite challenging that with Ugandans who are actually using apps, you may find that someone who is actually employed under a certain company is using that platform to promote the products that are being sold from there. Nti yamanya agenda kulirako ka commission ndozo olaba engeri abantu gye bageziwaddemu and how people are actually working smart. So working smart comes with working with these particular platforms as well, and the app developers out there are doing a very great job to influence all the Ugandans out there, to influence most of the Ugandan traders, to influence the trader community, the young people, that you know what, the goal is to tap into digital, in the digital world. The goal is always following the e-commerce sector. The goal is always seeing that we utilize the opportunity that COVID has brought on board, that businesses can be virtual, and most businesses are virtual. Trust me, everything is good to go. You're cutting down costs of rent. You can still do this business at your home, and you just use these apps to promote them or to actually reach out to the world. Because believe me or not, all these apps are going to be on the Google Store, or they're going to be on the Play Store, they're going to be on the App Store. So anyone who is not even in Uganda can still download this app, because they'll definitely be looking at, if there are people out there who want to see, who actually want to come out and see that what is happening in Uganda, which products are available in Uganda. Someone just downloads the app, and the more they download the app developer is earning more. And then after the app developer is earning, when someone downloads the app, after logging in, they will look at the various products that are there, and you can send them out as far as you can, because what can't happen if at all you have the platform that is there. So we are looking at the situation of the app developers and what impact it can lay on board for Uganda's business owners and for the trader community. It is high time everyone try to download these apps, because it is the way to go. Everyone is getting themselves smartphones. Internet access is becoming the new normal everywhere you go, at least in every area now. Even if you go deep in the villages, there is always 1 or 3 people who are having a smartphone who can actually Google app something, or who can actually get to download an app to use in their day-to-day activity. So if you're a business owner and you're someone who's enthusiastic about technology, it is high time you went onto it. I'm Joram Posonko, and as I'm winding up with the show, let me actually do some reminiscence. Over the weekend, I traveled to Kalangala. During the business trip, I actually went to tell people about this. And the nature of business in Kalangala is non different from the one here. And if you could get a chance to travel there, you would see that people are getting updated with what is happening day in, day out. But the only challenge you would definitely find in Kalangala, and if we have any government official watching, is the type of roads that connect one from the landing site to the trading centers in Kalangala are still in shambles. And if you're to notice, transport, the duration in which someone can actually, if you're to look at the duration or the time one takes to leave the landing site to the trading centers in Kalangala, is always affected by the nature of the roads. Because if it's a smooth tarmac road, trust me, the time frame where someone can actually use to travel to the trading center can actually change. So in this way, I would say that roads are playing a very big impact. And to all the government officials out there, I think it is high time you could help out on the people of Kalangala and their businesses there to prevail, because we most probably know that businesses always move hand in hand with communities, and when the government is actually coming together to help out to these people. So guys, this is actually bringing us to the end of the show, but I'm just leaving this to you. The week has just started, and whenever the week is starting, I always tell friends, and I always challenge most probably the viewers out there, that the week starts up, and most of us know Mondays come with a lot of situations, or should I say, people always have those have bias Monday. They feel like if at all Monday could be removed from off the calendar, most of them would not want to go to work on Mondays. But hey, it is Monday, and whenever Monday comes in, there are a lot of things you need to put on board. It is time for you to sit down and calculate and make proper planning for what you have to do during this week, whether Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, before you actually head into the weekend. And believe me, it is actually going to help you build on that, because it's just a strategy. Just like when people are excited when the new year is starting up, and you say at the end of this year, since this is going to be my year, I need to do this, I need to accomplish this. So this week, you should actually also set a target for you, for your business, for anyone out there. And as we're winding up as well, do remember to follow our services on Facebook at Smart24TV, on Twitter at Smart24TV, and the website is www.smart24tv.com. YouTube is Smart24TV, Space Live if you want to stream with us as well. But do remember to hit the subscription button, and we're also streaming live on Facebook. And coming up after this is Yugi Tukole with Fred Makubia. So get ready to get more of the business updates from all the sectors of the economy, from the forex rates down to commodity prices, the flights, and what have you. I'm Joram Posonko. Ciao, adios.